That bell signifies the start of this battle here at the Sam Houston Coliseum tonight. And you are looking at a couple of classy youngsters who are struggling for the next rung on the wrestling ladder. So the young man with the curly hair, with his back to you right now in the blue trunks, is Terry Allen. Terry is a young man who spends more time working out in the gym than he does sleeping. He is a classic example of a young man who wants to get someplace in this world. His opponent is Kelly Kiniski, a 240-pounder who has some great shots ahead of him. His father was here recently, Gene Kiniski, former world champion, and he took his son to the gym frequently. He worked him over and he inspired him just a little bit more. Referee is Nick Kozak, and this match is 1 fall or 15 minutes or less, and it should be a good one. It's Terry Allen and Kelly Kiniski. Kelly's caught in the side headlock, or was, and Terry moves in there with a good, determined approach. The tilt back now could result in a pin. There's one, and there is two, but you've got to get that three. And with a long-legged guy like Terry Allen, it becomes a little bit difficult to get both those shoulders down and to avoid being tossed back yourself. You've got to keep at it. You just trying to get a better look at what Terry Allen was doing there with those arms of his. So Kiniski does the lifting, but that hip under there throws him over, and he lands solidly. He lands hard. Terry Allen. Now you see Kiniski tilting him back, and on our side, he's trying to correct things to do something about it. It's illegal, but he's trying. The grip is Terry Allen's. And Terry puts the squeeze on, and Kelly's looking around for a place to weaken that hold. That'll do it. You destroy a man's balance. You heist him up that way so that he can. He's not able to stabilize, and if possible, you lift him up and you do something about it. Drop him on his knee or drop him on your knee, one or the other. Still a side headlock, and still Kiniski is caught in it, and as he tries to maneuver out of it to do something about it, and again Kelly just got caught. His evasive moves might help. There's a quick switch and into the hip lock again, but how's he going to? Now he's got him. He's got the leg up there, and he could get that weight into position, but the foot is over the rope, and that brought a stop to it awful fast. So it's still Terry Allen, still with a side headlock, and Kelly trying to maneuver up into the right spot. He hung on. Kelly tried to shake him loose. It didn't quite work out that way. There's the turn. The forearm just grinds around. The bone in the forearm hits the jaw. And Kelly's having his troubles. He starts getting a little bit desperate. 5 minutes have gone by. 10 minutes remain in this match. And now the hold is a head scissor as Kelly Kiniski, for the first time in this match, manages to come up with something to oppose the side headlock that had been bugging him. And Kelly looks for a soft spot in the midsection. He just about found it that time. And as Terry tries to ease up the strain on his ears, he came out, and you notice what he did when he came out. He dove right for the head of Kelly Kiniski. Well, he's going to have to make another dive. And Kelly denies just as solidly and surely as he can that he had anything to do with the illegal breaking of that hold. But a head scissor is a good grip. Well, you know, Houston Wrestling has been on the air now for almost 33 full years. We'll reach that come the end of 1981. But we have a first tonight, and it's pretty hard to get firsts after you've been on the air as long as we have. And for the first time, we have a young lady directing the wrestling program. Yes, Miss Jane Carey Patrick is our director tonight. And of course, she's having a little problem right now because one of the cameras isn't working and they're sweating profusely to get it back in operation. But to Jane Carey Patrick, we'll have to put an asterisk by her name. She's the first woman to direct wrestling here in the city of Houston and on the longest running program in the country. Atta girl, Jane. So it's head scissor. It's Kelly Kiniski trying to turn it, trying to lift up on it, trying to bend down on that chest, trying to add to it. Nick Kozak watching, making sure that it's not a strangle at one point, determining whether the shoulders are down, and Kelly is impatient. Allen gets into position again, and as he turns over, he's able to maneuver so that the legs just spread a little bit at the knees, and bounce a man on his head. He changes his mind, but fast. So Kelly was going to have the hold broken, so he just broke it voluntarily to get up and do something about it. A driving knee will do something about it. Now he's got the head scissor on again in a reverse position. Kelly puts the squeeze on. It's well done. That curly head sticking out of there is trying to find moving room so that he doesn't leave half the head behind. And Terry Allen's fans start to root for him as he tries to turn over here. If he does, he's liable to be able to turn Kelly on his face, and he is. And he has a better chance now of coming out of this head scissor with the hold. He's not out of it yet, but he's making life a little more miserable for Kelly Kiniski. They're close to the ropes on the far side, but Allen, instead of sticking his long legs out through the ropes, decided to pull them in. He feels like he's going to break that grip, and slowly he was breaking it. Kelly Kiniski prone, his nose down into the canvas, and Allen rotated out of it and runs into trouble. Crotch hold, the lift, and backbreaker. Kelly Kiniski on top. There's two, and out from underneath comes Terry Allen. And Allen now is a little bit hot over the blows that came his way, and he got that drop kick in there well. Whoa. I'll tell you, when he went up, he didn't have much space between him and Kelly. Hard landing, and in comes Terry Allen to drive that shoulder in and to flip Kelly Kiniski halfway across the ring. Allen's on top. Two. Close. Almost got Nick Kozak, but there are no points for that. Terry trying to, a solid smashing kick. He drove it in there and it landed hard. So Allen has his troubles. Kelly's going for a neck breaker. Got it too. This could be it right now. On top is Kelly Kiniski. He came close. This time, Kelly Kiniski tried to set him up, and it didn't work. We may have a fall. We've got a fall. Terry Allen did it. Our friends at Love TV and Stereo have a way that you can enjoy Christmas to the utmost by renting a Love TV stereo or television.